take a look at race number 11 at Oaklawn Park, the Oaklawn Handicap. But before I do that, real quick, once again, picked up some new subscribers, and I want to welcome you all to the channel. I want to thank you for subscribing. It's a great time to be subscribed to this channel because we're just a couple weeks away from the Kentucky Derby, the 150th Kentucky Derby. I will provide a full field analysis for the Kentucky Derby as well as the Kentucky Oaks and other races Derby weekend. So stay tuned for that. Let's take a look at race number 11 on Saturday at Oaklawn Park. It's the Grade 2 Oaklawn Handicap. It's a mile and an eighth. It's a nice purse because they offer nice purses at Oaklawn Park. It's $1.25 million. Since the year 2000, a 4-year-old has won this race 20 times. That's according to Daily Racing Form. Let's take a look at the field. The one horse, Highland, falls at 9-2. Trained by Brad Cox, owned by Godolphin. He only has 5 races. I think this horse has a ton of upside. He's well bred. Side by Carlin. Broke his maiden at Ellis. A couple races after that. Won an allowance race at Churchill. Then followed that up with an allowance race at the Fairgrounds. So Brad Cox stepped him up in class a bit. Santa Anita Handicap. Well, he finished fourth, the distance of 1.25 miles. I like that they're cutting him back to 1.1 miles. Like I said, I think this horse has a lot of upside. This is a well-bred horse. Getting 9-2 on the one horse, Highland Falls. At 30-1 is the 2 Double Crown. Double Crown is stepping up in class. Doesn't have the best speed figures, and he's been struggling to try to win races. 0 for 3 at the track, never in the money. 0 for 6 at the distance. Getting 30-1 on Double Crown. You can look at the 3 horse at 10-1. It's Magic Tap, trained by Steve Asmussen. A couple races back, finished second in Grade 3 Razorback. Before that, won an allowance race at this racetrack. Has a couple wins at the distance. He disappointed last time out in Essex. Finishing fourth, behind by 5 3/4. Getting 10-1 on this son of Tappet, the 3 horse, Magic Tap. 5-1 is the 4 Octane. Out of 8 races, he's got 8 wins. He puts together some really nice speed figures, too. I like the form that he's in. He's in good form, this horse. Last time out, he won the Grade 3 Razorback. Now, they're stretching him out to 1.1 miles. Let's see if he can get the distance. Getting 5-1 on the 4 horse Octane. I will use the 4 horse on my tickets. 7-2 is Red Route One. Red Route One last time out on the New Orleans Classic. Got a nice pace to run into. He won that race by 2. He's going to need a nice pace to run into in this one as well. He's trained by Steve Asmussen. Can he put together back-to-back wins? He likes this distance. He's got 3 wins, 5 races. And he's done well at this racetrack. You're getting 7-2 on the 5 horse. Red Route One. I will use him on my tickets. Let's take a look at the 6 horse. And you know what? If it's $1 million race at Oaklawn Park, you better believe Bob Baffert's going to ship in from the West Coast. And that's what he's doing with the 6 horse, Reincarnate. At 4-1. Last time out, Santa Anita Handicap off a layoff. Layoff of about 5 months. Reincarnate finished 3rd. The distance of 1.25 miles. I think he's going to like the cutback in distance to 1.1 miles. He has a couple 3rd place finishes at this racetrack. You're getting 4-1 on a 6 horse Reincarnate. He should be forward in this race. I will use Reincarnate on my tickets. Take a look at the 7 horse Guntown, side by Gunrunner at 20-1. He's taking a big step up in class. Here's what he's doing. Mike Maker claimed him for $80,000. Back in 2020, his original owner spent $750,000 on him. He shows up in allowance races. This is a big step up in class for Guntown. You're getting 20 to 1 on the 7 horse. Look at the 8, also at 20 to 1. It is Last Samurai. He won this race in 2022. Then last year, just lost the race by a head. He does well at this racetrack. 11 races, got 4 wins in 3 seconds. Last time out, off a long layoff, finished 6th, behind by 13. Can he find last year's form? Or maybe his best races are behind him. Now, you're getting 20 to 1 on the 8 horse. Last Samurai does well at this racetrack. Well, it does well in this race. 15 to 1 is the 9 horse County Final, trained by Sapphic Joseph. And he's stepping up in class in this one. You know, he's been doing this racing on turf and synthetic. Getting 15 to 1 on the 9 horse County Final. Also trained by Sapphic Joseph is Skippy Longstocking, 10 horse at 3 to 1 multiple graded stakes winner. A few races back in the Breeders' Cup 3rd Mile, finished 3rd, behind Cody's Wish. Last time out, he won the Grade 3 Challenger at Tampa. It's the 2nd time he's won that race. He should be forward in this one. Has a few wins at the distance. You're getting 3 to 1 on the 10 horse Skippy Longstocking. I will use the 10 horse on my tickets. And to close out the field, it's Instant Coffee. I remember Instant Coffee when he was a 2-year-old, when he won the Kentucky Jockey Club. And in his 3-year-old debut, went to the fairgrounds, won the Grade 3 LeCount. And he raced in Louisiana Derby. He was your 3 to 2 favorite in that race. And didn't he disappoint? Finishing 6th, behind by 9 3/4. You didn't see this horse again until February of this year. He closed well at Gulfstream, finishing 3rd. Well, he's on his 3rd trainer, last 3 races. His owners believe in changing trainers a lot. Getting 15 to 1 on the 11 horse Instant Coffee. He would like a fast pace in this race. So these are the horses I'm using. I'm using Skippy Longstocking, Octane, Red Route One, and Reincarnate. You know, that 1 horse Highland Falls looks pretty interesting too. The horse I'm going to pick to win, well, it's a $1 million race at Oaklawn Park, and Bob Baffert's shipping in from the West Coast. I'm going with the 6 horse Reincarnate at 4 to 1. Keep an eye out on the sky. Expecting some rain at Oaklawn Park. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.